So today Damon is getting a makeover to some loose substrate like my other leopard geckos. I am giving him Terra Sahara like all my other leopard geckos. I really like this. It's pretty fine. It's not compacting down and I just really like it so far. So I thought I'd give Damon some. I've had him for a couple months. And just so you guys do know, he's on the very top of a 4-level shelf. Like that's the ceiling in the top corner. And this bag is heavy, so if I look like I'm struggling, I am. But I wanted to give Damon some loose substrate. However, he is a super erratic, excited eater. He's not like that any other time, so I don't think he has any medical issues or anything. But he gets super excited to eat, and he's not a very good hunter. So I decided to leave a space in the center with just non-adhesive shelf liner just to make sure he doesn't eat any substrate. This does not have a super high impaction. This substrate doesn't have a super high impaction risk, but I also don't want him eating tons of substrate because he gets too excited. I also do feed him in a bowl, so it's not like the food can go out into the substrate, but just to be on the safe side, I thought we would start here, and if he does well, I will fill in the rest of it with the Terra Sahara. But for now, I'm just putting it on the outskirts so he has a little bit more enrichment. I know feeding loose in the enclosure provides a little more enrichment. However, just to err on the side of caution, I'd rather feed in a bowl, provide loose substrate and other things for him to do and enjoy in his life. Also, he is wandering around in there. He is a fearless little guy, so I just let him exist and enjoy while I was putting in the loose substrate. So once I finish doing that, we will start decorating. This is the ginormous hide that came with this enclosure. I have a full tour on it. I'll leave it in the link in the description. And I love this hide because he can climb up to the top and look out, which is pretty fun. I also am using some different types of wood, and just so you know, he does have an underheat mat with a thermostat. So that's his heating source, and it's in the back corner. This is one of his favorite hides, the little one in the back corner by his heat mat. That will be his warm hide. Smidge used to really like that, but she'd always poop on top, and it has a lot of crevices that are really hard to clean. This little air plant I got from the Dollar Tree. I will leave that link in the description too of the haul of stuff I got for my pets at the Dollar Tree. And I got the shelf liner there too. Everything else I got from Petco or PetSmart or the local pet store by my house. I'm also trying to include tons of different textures in here to give him a variety of different places to hide and things to feel. This little hide back here is technically his humid hide. I originally had these when I had all my leopard geckos on paper towel, but for this one, for him, I just gave that to him because I didn't have something else to use as humid hide, because I did want it to be kind of closer to his heating source. And then all these really giant pieces of cork bark are from Chewy. I also have quite a few like sticky plants and stuff. I know a lot of these different plants wouldn't be where leopard geckos naturally live, but I use plants that work functionally well because I have some plants that just don't like to work and they just fall off all the time, which is so annoying. So I like the ones that stick well, so I don't really care what they look like. Adding a little green, the leopard gecko doesn't care either. And then I love these vines too because you can add long strings of foliage and make it a little bit more pretty to look at. Eventually I would like to do a background for him, but like I said, I'm still getting a vibe, like a feel for how he is as a gecko, and since he's so kind of erratic when he's eating, I'm worried that he'd like eat himself off of a background ledge. So we're taking baby steps. This is the first one. Eventually he'll get some sort of background, even if I decide it's just going to be a like flat cork background. I just want to make sure he's safe because he is definitely the most charismatic, like crazy boy. And then here is a little tour. So there's Damon. His water dish is in the corner. His human hide, his warm hide. He also has lots of climbing opportunity and some more different types of wood and texture. The airplane, and then he has the big hide back there that he can climb up, and his food bowl and calcium bowl. So I hope you enjoyed looking at Damon's little home.